I don't really know how to start this one. I suppose this film is really going to depend on whether or not you know me, either from home or from here. To fill you in, the backstory is that you've left home and flown to Manchester to study visual anthropology for 13 months because I guess they didn't want to make it 2 years. But really you're just hoping it's documentary making. Everyone from home, before you left, either asked why or what, which was fair enough. But when you finished your first degree, you were kind of left treading water, and your algorithm didn't really offer any guidance. Anyway, they gave you an expensive camera and they told you to figure it out. To help you out, Mo, one of your classmates, lets you help him on one of his shoots. He said he was making his film about his friends from Sudan. It's probably more of a social affair than you were expecting.
What is that about? Okay, so this is M14.
Yes, sir.
The ghetto.
Come on, get on that, man.
The best food.
Crunchy over there.
Crunchy.
Number 7, 55, 56 over there.
Fuck up, man. It's number 1 in money. Crunchy right there. Yeah, crunchy or crouchy?
Crunchy.
Yeah, crunchy fried chicken, guys. M14.
Can I show you looks, bro, please?
So we're taking essentially just overall footage of Fresh Home. It's been a key place with my participants, my friends, essentially the people I'm working with. Lots of memories, lots of events happen in this place, and I'm just essentially I'll just be taking footage.
يعني تتعشون انتوا اليوم ولا
لا كنت باجي انا ومعايا اصحابي.
يا سلام. اوكي.
As things seemed to be wrapping up, Mo invited you back to his place where he was going to be shooting some more with his friends.
Yes, please. I'll try both.
لا تعمل شنو عمر؟
قطيع.
انت ما
انت مع هو مو تخليني اصلا.
ايوه بس كده تمام. This is reenactment, ها؟
هذه ممكن تجازي في 2.
خليني اسمع يا اخي جازيفه هنا بس معاك.
حطوها نص نص. اوكي.
جاهزة كده قبل ما عشان ما نديها مايكروويف وبتاع. دي ممكن عادي أول واحدة.
Yeah, microwave it. And then we're ready to yep.
تعمل حاجة دي.
No, that.
For all of his generosity, Mo had actually left you wondering more and not less about visual anthropology. Firstly, if you were trying to understand the people, the only similarity you could see between you and Mo is that you were both holding cameras. Secondly, you hadn't actually helped Mo out at all. You'd kind of just smiled and nodded and taken your own footage as everyone else spoke Arabic. You hadn't even had a proper conversation with Mo, and I suppose a proper anthropologist would have just called it extractive. So I suppose when you went to Brighton to help Amri with his project, you were hoping he might clear a few things up. At least he was happy to see you.
The more I've done this project, the more I've been thinking about, sounds pretty dumb when I say it out loud, but like spirituality and conversion and the idea of like belonging to a group, and so then like maybe I should just turn it into a gospel. That's why I will always go for a like a vodka soda over a pint. I'm health conscious.
Was it always? That's not true. You've had like 6 pints in the last 2 days. It's all absolute shit.
Someone tweeted, God bless me by making me transsexual for the same reason he made wheat but not bread and fruit but not wine, because he wants humanity to share in the act of creation. Which is basically what I was saying. That big picture's kept me going all summer. I'm not joking. It's all I thought about. Like liminality and ritual is usually in anthropology tied to things like religion and ceremony, and I've been kind of looking at it as in a trans way. People still rely on sort of ritual to tell them who they are and transition them through change. Like, there's a reason why so many people go to university to do degrees they're never going to use, because they just, how do you transition from childhood to adulthood otherwise? People in the UK especially, people don't know what to do. I think that changing like as a person is a skill in itself.
I think so as well.
I think trans people are very good at it.
Yeah, you think so?
You hate it.
Yeah, but sometimes I want to be performative.
No.
I just feel like that's what all the cis men are up to that. I feel like I can join in.
Yeah, we have reached this point where like there is like a recognition of the performativity finally.
Which
also,
is
that's
another
become
kind of
the
performative.
Yeah.
If everyone's doing that, maybe I should. Maybe I should have a tote bag and a matcha and a labibi.
Yeah.
And like wear Salomon shoes.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I know I'm performative though, because that's what being trans is. I'm not hiding it. I've never practiced religion, but it's been a big part of my life. And the thing is that it's like in many ways, it's fun. I love music, but I loved that aspect of it. When you listen to like a religious service or like music, you're sharing in the act of like creation with other people of like a really raw feeling, which is a really like raw kind of truth. And I want other people to like be able to have that experience. And the way that I'm closest to that experience is through my transness. That doesn't mean other people can't share in this experience. You don't need to worship a god to experience that kind of a higher, that transcendence. You can just transcend anyway. Do it with your friends.
Yeah?
Yeah. If it seems like you're capping your own potential by deciding that you should be finished changing, you're going to change every single day forever. Whether you like it or not, you're going to age. And also there's so many things that are beyond your control. You may as well set yourself up well for it by like becoming used to change and growth, right? I think that everyone's having out everything once. Otherwise, you're just closing doors.
It was pretty clear that Amory was happy in a group defined by, not in spite of their ongoing uniqueness, and that he'll never miss a chance to call it as he sees it.
A lot of the time you talk, and I feel like you're looking for belonging, but you won't say it. And I think it's just, I don't know. I don't know if I'm looking for belonging. I think that's the difference.
Not that long after you flew to France where you met Kira at, she kept just calling it a castle. But you were still thinking about your experience with Mo and anthropology being extractive, but she said you could help anyway.
I moved to France.
Back to France?
You didn't know when I moved to France.
Were you born in Switzerland?
And I was born in Belgium.
Oh.
I was born in Belgium, moved to the States, and then moved to France when I was, I guess, 5. I know, I would always hear my brother come home from class and be like, ooh, my Danish friend is coming over for lunch, or soccer guy is South African, and I don't know, my Indonesian American friend, and just, you know, having friends from everywhere, and kind of always being exposed to that. It's that weird, like, international kid kind of energy that we have to our friend group of, like, that intersection of identities and nationalities. All the conversations we had in the beginning were just about our countries and, like, the food, and we eat this food like that, and I don't know, Turkey and Romania have so many, the Balkans and, you know, ex-Ottoman Empire have so many crossovers, whether it's linguistic or culinary, and so many conversations of my friends finding common ground between seemingly different cultures. And I think that's the type of conversations that I really enjoyed listening to, and that I found worthwhile and actually meaningful. Grandparents? Grandma? This is her.
She's there in the grey dress?
Mm-hmm. Does she look like me? No, I think my face is too round. I had done a summer course at my uni in my undergrad, that in documentary production. Loved the teacher and loved what we did, and it was just very experimental. The guy did not take himself seriously at all. He was like, I know most of you are here because you want extra credits very easily and just want to make a film and fuck around. And I was like, yes, that's exactly why I'm here. And I think that's how you get to find your passions and get to actually find interest in things, is by doing them just to fuck around. And then you're like, shit, I kind of like that. I could see myself doing this. That was very interesting. Okay.
directly behind the camera like that.
Huh?
You probably don't need to stand directly behind the camera like that.
No. It's a bit dark. But yeah, I wanted to go back to that lifestyle of like being in a different country and the excitement of meeting new people and doing everything again. Finding an apartment, moving into a new town, discovering I don't know, all those little things that come with moving, like where to do your groceries and what new foods to buy and how do people spend their free time here and how do people go out and what does nightlife look like in this country and all of that to me was just as important and exciting than the masters. I already have a shot of this. Don't have a shot of that, but the sun's here, so that's not very. Oh, do you want to see the garden? Mm-hmm. There's absolutely no sound. We need to find a hollow tree. A lot of crickets here. But I might need your help. Grab. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh! Yeah. Now what the hell is that? I am gonna bite into it. Just to see what the... what? Look at that. What if it's not edible? Well then. What? Ah. Sorry. Why did I not step on it? What if it actually really is poisonous and...
You didn't swallow on it.
No, I didn't. But I'm feeling it, it's tingling on my tongue.
Is that?
Yeah.
I'm just letting it
I don't know. I have no idea what that could be. a lot of the times our teachers are talking and I'm just like, what are you actually saying? I think I've really like tried to distance myself from that and just academia in general. That, like, I remember one of the first, we went and had a drink and I was just complaining about academia and like being surrounded by people who just like intellectually masturbate. And anthropology, you know, the conversation that I was having with my uncle the other day, I think that's what it used to be. I think we need to change, like, white men going to the Trobriand or islands and discovering other cultures, and that's what it was originally, and I guess it had to happen in its time and place. But I think we need to change the definition of anthropology. I think that's also the type of films that I want to make are very personal. I don't think I can do them justice, portray them as well if I'm not close with them. Is it empty? I'm hearing sounds. It's a weird process sitting down and choosing like the next step in your life, because you'd think it's not necessarily something that you have to do. It's more of like it comes up, or like opportunities kind of come and go and you either choose them or you don't. I absolutely never knew what I wanted to do. I still have no idea what I want to do. And I both love and hate not knowing what I want to do. Either way, I would have ended up in this spot because I come here every summer. This is technically my home, in a way. This is where my grandmother is literally buried. Right there. So close to family.
You flew back to Manchester. Your lease was up and it was time to get yourself together. You were wondering if the editing process might let you reflect on the past 13 months and inform your next steps. But for now, you've moved out and found a new flat with some new friends. I suppose there's no real way of knowing if you should be doing something completely different. But I guess